trials we are facing, no matter the challenges we are facing, no matter all the enemies that surround us, we continue to march on without looking back. I appreciate every one of you that have stood their ground and stood by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Regardless all the attack, all the hatred, all the lies, so many lies that have been told against our Prime Minister, and yet our Prime Minister never gave up. And so many of us, we never gave up on him because we knew what he stands for. No matter the lies they preach, no matter the propaganda and blackmail they present, we know what he stands for. And because we knew what he stands for, that is why we are not shaking. That is why we are not shaking in any angle, in any corner. We stood our ground and made sure that we continue to support him up to this moment as we speak. And many Biafrans were able to make it to Finland. So many of you have shown so many videos. I played so many videos yesterday showing Biafrans who made it to Finland. I played so many videos which many of you have seen, and many Biafrans were able to make it to Finland. It was a very good sight to see. This is one of the videos that I shared yesterday, and many of us saw. Biafrans from different groups, from different angles, came together in support of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. So the most important thing is to support Simon. That's what I was saying. Your group does not matter. Your angle does not matter. What matters is that great support for our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And I thank God that Biafrans supported him. We saw Biafrans. They came in large numbers to protest. And today, they are still there in Finland. As I'm speaking now, many of them are in the court. Many of them are in the court, waiting to join. And I'm going to try to give you the video we have seen that is coming from Finland this morning. The one you are watching now is yesterday, what transpired yesterday. You can see Biafrans, regardless our disagreements, regardless our quarrels, we focus on that unity of purpose. And this is what I have been preaching all this while. This is what I've been talking about. Unity of purpose. Focus on the unity of purpose. There's no law that says we cannot disagree. We can disagree. We can disagree. But in that disagreement, we should not make it, not make it a war. We should not make it a war. We can disagree intelligently. Look at some foreign envoys that were there. There are foreign envoys there who attended and they were still there. They are going to witness the case today in the court. The arrangement, how it's going to be done today, and the rest that's going to happen for the next, from now to the next 21 days. You can see. So it is not a joke. When we are talking about collective effort and interest, that is what it's all about. That everybody put their heads together and do what they need to do. So we can disagree, we can have quarrels, we can have, but at the same time, that thing that made us to come together, which is the freedom of Biafra, is much more important than our disagreement. So how I wish the Biafrans, every group will come together in one voice, in one mind. Forget about your position, forget about your quest for this and that, and focus on that matters. Focus on the unity of purpose. If you can use this energy to support Master Simon Ekpa, keep your differences aside, keep your ego, your envy, and live your private life out of the struggle. We are talking about our collective interest. Why wouldn't we pay attention? I pray that Chuks will give us the grace to follow up on what is happening and do what we are supposed to do before it is too late. So for everyone that made it to Finland, I appreciate every one of them. And let me also share the video that we saw that came out from Finland this morning, showing that the court, some Biafrans are already there in the court, So from what we had before, we don't know how the proceedings is going to be, the open hearing, how it's going to happen. So we are going to try to follow up until when there will be that coverage that we're going to be able to see. But for now, I can show you the video that I've gotten for those who were able to get into the court and they are preparing for the case of our Supreme Leader, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. So you can see the video you're seeing now. That's one of our sisters there showing they are now preparing to see if they can be able to get into the court. Let's see if we can hear her. At the Finland court, you see Biafrans seated. All those people seated down, they are Biafrans in the court. Outside the court, they are waiting. They are waiting for the hearing to commence. You can see Biafrans. They are there in the court already. See many Biafrans from different angles, from different groups. It does not matter the group where you are. This is what I've been saying. That group doesn't matter. Keep your group aside for once and think like human. Think about our collective interest. Think about our collective interest. Keep your group aside and think about our collective interest. This is what I've been saying. How I wish we can use this energy to continue in this energy. Continue in this energy. Pursue the common goal, which is our collective interest, self-determination, our freedom. And when we have a problem with our leaders, focus on how to set them free. Focus on how to, and speak to the authorities, give a, how do I explain it? Give a responsible information. Responsible information, and be disciplined when we are talking to each other. Be disciplined when we are making reports. I don't know why it is difficult. Just imagine, look at what you are seeing there. These are Biafrans from different groups, from different angles, from different parts of the world, with different opinions. Collectively coming for one man. Coming for one man. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. This is something I have been talking about. Why can't we do it? Why can't we continue in this vein and make sure we get to where we are going? Why can't we continue in this manner? One thing you have to know is that the court is really going to take place. The court is going to do so, but we are going to be listening to see what is going to be the outcome. This is the information we have gotten so far, showing that something is going to happen. But remember, it's not going to be like that of Nigeria. When we follow up in everything, you have all informations. In the case of Finland, informations are limited. Informations are limited until when they decide to make certain things public or make it official. You can see our people are seated outside there. So you don't expect it to be like that of Nigeria, where we have free hands, we can enter, get information and updates. So all we have to do is to be patient and wait, and I will be delivering the update as the update comes. Whatever gets to my table, I will speak about it. Likewise, every one of us. There are so many people that are reporting, even from Finland there are some of our media who are there, and they're reporting from Finland. So what you have to do is that focus your mind, your heart on the freedom of our leaders. This is not about group. It's not about personality. It is about us together. It is about us. A lot of things have been going on. And there are so many other people who are there, some foreign everywhere, like Dr. Masanga is there. And I'm going to use one of the programs that Dr. Masanga made yesterday in Finland. He did a program yesterday in Finland, and I would like us to use his program on this very program while we wait to see what is going to be the outcome and what update we are going to get. So I would like us to commence the program with that very program that was done by Dr. Masanga. I would like us to listen to it because in that very program, he explained a lot of things in the case of Simon Ekpa, which is exactly what we have been saying on our various platforms. But for one reason or the other, I don't know why the international communities are not paying attention, or why, when it comes to the case of Biafra, we are treated differently. Even though they preach equal rights, they preach human rights and all whatnot. But once it comes to the issue of Biafra, the case becomes different. I do not know why it is so. But I thank God that in this time, people are not silent. Many international envoys are in Finland as we speak. There are so many. Some of them we have seen, some we have not seen, some we will not even see, but they're in Finland. So I want us to listen to Dr. Masanga report, the program he made yesterday. So you will know the weight of the case of Master Simon Ekpa, that it is not a child's play. Like some of us look at it as if it is just by the way. It is something that is it's a child's play. It's a play. It's a joke. Some of us don't take it serious. So I want some of us to pay attention to this program that was made by Dr. Masanga. We are going to learn a lot from it. Let us listen for it while we wait. Whenever an update comes up, I will share it, and every one of us will key into it. Let us listen and hear what Dr. Masanga has to say.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning across the globe. Today, we are here in the capital city of Finland, Helsinki. Most of us who have never been to this country. This was once a country of peace. It was a country that negotiated peace after the Second World War and brought about the boundaries that we see today. This is the country that I want to talk about and how Africa is adopting because of law and because of might that has come from government in Africa. Before I do that, I want to play this song. I want to play my favorite song, opening the speech.
So for those who are watching on TikTok, only those who are watching on YouTube can be able to see the video I'm playing. Is Dr. Masanga. Everyone of you know Dr. Masanga is somebody who is voluntarily on his own, on pro bono, pursuing the case of Master Simon Ekpa. He's a human rights activist, a very popular lawyer that people know, and he is in Finland. This program is the program he made yesterday in Finland, explaining the situation of the case of Master Simon Ekpa to make people understand more and educate the world on the fake evidence that was presented against Master Simon Ekpa that the Finland authority are using to judge Master Simon Ekpa. So it is important that we look through it, and I thank God that he is there in Finland, just as he promised. There are so many people who are devoting their hard-earned money and time to pursue. Dr. Masanga is good. Nobody is sponsoring him. Nobody is sponsoring Dr. Masanga on his own, on pro bono. Even some Biafrans are even attacking him. And yet he doesn't care because he's a human rights activist. He knows Master Simon Ekpa in person. He has met with Master Nandekan also. Had a program with Master Simon Ekpa. Had a program with Master Nandekan. So there's nothing you can tell him about these people. He knows them. And that is why he's putting his own effort, everything he has on the line, to make sure that they are properly and adequately represented. More especially Master Simon Ekpa in Finland. As you're seeing him, he made this program yesterday in Finland. He's in Finland, as you're looking at him. He's in Finland.
Thank you.
So let's listen to him.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, today, from tomorrow, an entire week and 21 days up to 31st, the world will witness one of the most terribly investigated cases.
Absolutely.
A case of bad investigation, corrupt intelligence, corrupt international law, a case that violates. I am not here to say what the judge wants to say. I'm here to analyze the case from the evidence that I've seen, which is public, and both the evidence that have privy to, which is also, because I'm in the technical team of this. I'm not going to be shy. I've been, as an African, called to state my position. I will not go into details of the case because it is before court. But I want to do an analysis of what happened, what it is. First of all, I want to find out, and I have asked in this summons, there is no government of Nigeria official. The Nigerian government provided fake evidence, corrupt evidence, polluted evidence, doctored evidence, and brought it to this court because they wanted to catch an African whom they hated. This is it. They hated an African who was speaking about human rights. It is up to the court to find out the truth. Mine is to say what it is that we need to see in a case of this nature. This case proves to us that injustice, even in European Union countries like Finland, where I am, because some of these people think people cannot come. We have nothing. We talk about human rights. And Finland knows we talk about human rights. President staff cannot stop us from talking about human rights. President staff needs
Yes, baby. 5 days to go.
This government needs people to talk. There is nobody who can prohibit us from talking about wow, but the foreign policy of some European countries are subjecting Africans to a lot of injury. It is sad that on this occasion, Finland ignored alert to know the history, the political, the social, the economic, the security difficulties of a nation that had collapsed, a nation that had collapsed under terrorism, which has taken 3/4 of this country. Today, as we speak in Nigeria, there are more terrorists than there were some time back. But the reason why some people have been captured is because they say they wrote. But have we got all the kidnapped girls back? No. Let's go on how Nigeria has failed this case. And why this case will fail. There is no way that a person who accused is Nigerian. The evidence used is from Nigeria. But what has happened in the criminal justice systems of this country, Finland? I've been to all places in the city, where I will not say my location because it is not worth.
You don't need to tell.
Location because I am here both as a Pan-African Forum, associated with the battery of a few of experts of mine, and I'm here also as a Pan-African who defends Africa, and I'm here also who looks at these international agencies. That's the European Union look at the entire world as equal.
That is the question we're asking.
For example, Nigeria, for example, it wrote the Minister of Foreign State of Foreign Affairs, current Minister of Foreign Affairs, today wrote through in Finland several times. She is the wife of the former leader of Biafra, or Chuks, the motto, that Minister of Foreign Affairs. She flew in here with the Minister of Interior. You see, Nigeria has a habit of abducting people.
Yes.
You remember the story of Umar Diko. The late Buhari abducted Umar Diko and put him in a coffin. Umar Diko was a neighbor of some of us in Surrey in the United Kingdom, down back home. But this man was abducted. So several times with some of us, we are new, it is not new actually, we are staying and they say police cars going in and out. But some Nigerians had come there. So some of us people reported the people within the vicinity closer to the home reported that no, this man was taken and he's not anywhere. But Mohammed Buhari had put Umar Diko in a coffin with oxygen because it's like seated in the coffin and everybody taking Mr. Umar Diko home. Nigeria has abducted. Nigeria has done rendition. It has rendition from African countries. It has destroyed non-refoulement policy, allowed refugees who are interested in Nigeria. I have a case in London with them over the 10 professors, and they have to pay. I have put a caveat of the embassy of Nigeria and Cameroon. That's why you see Paul Biya cannot fly to the United Kingdom and have medicine in the hospital. It is my effort. And I want to find out how this woman came. They wanted to abduct this man and take him to Nigeria. And we had to make noise. I'm one of those who made noise. I wrote application to the European Court, alerting the European Court of Justice that there is a problem. 2 Nigerian planes have been coming to abduct this guy. They want to take the government here in where we are.
You see, what Dr. Masanga is exposing here is what transpired. The Nigerian government made an attempt to abduct Mazi Simon Ekpa and forcefully take him to Nigeria. Remember when Bianca traveled to Finland with the Interior Affairs Minister? Both of them went to Finland. And their mission was to go and activate the abduction of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is what Dr. Masanga is explaining. That while they were making that attempt, he got the clue. And him and some other people put pressure and spoke to them and told them that that must not happen. Because Nigeria has been known in going in secret ways. We know them. Abduction has been their system. They abducted Mazi Simon from Kenya. First of all, it started from Omar Diko. They abducted Omar Diko. They abducted Mazi Simon from Kenya. And so many other people have been abducted from different countries. They wanted to do the same to Mazi Simon. But unfortunately, it did not work. Thanks to people like Dr. Masanga and all the rest of people who were putting their own effort to see that it doesn't happen.
They kept quiet. We shall talk. It don't happen. We don't need to worry. What is it if you stop me from coming to Finland? My passport is bigger than Finland, so I can stay where I am. Yes, that doesn't matter now anymore. We have to tell this to Ambiano way. We have to tell these guys that it's not very good for you to subject us to come for business deals in Africa and forget your human rights. Nigeria's human rights things look at today.
Exactly.
Nigeria and condemns everybody is keeping quiet, everybody is looking quiet. There is no evidence. If Nigeria was really interested in giving evidence, why haven't they come? I've looked at the witnesses laid down. None of them is a government official from Nigeria. So, what is it? Why did you supply fake, hollow, doctor, sex documents? Relying on another company in Senegal, it is an American company, pretending to do African intelligence. Rubbish. These are some of the things that we as Africans, please stop doing this and are sharing ourselves. You hire a man who doesn't know the difference between the River Nile and the River Niger and the River Congo. And then he comes to your country
to investigate.
Supported to put to pin down another man of yours who is in you. It's useless. Very bogus situation. People take our money. Our clinics, which we should use to build our dispensaries, water irrigator, is wasted on so-called experts. What experts from Finland?
Expert in food.
One guy, sometimes we are flying and then they say, River Nile comes from Cairo. The River Nile is from Uganda, the source is from Uganda. And then these are the people that you hire and they pay billions and the billions of dollars. That is not the right now down here where I am, we are waiting for the start of the case tomorrow. It will take up to 21st. I have linked up. I've talked to the lawyers before I arrived here. I've not seen the other batch of lawyers from America, but I'll try to talk to those who came from America. I want to thank all of you that mine is a technical situation, a technical position, technically, to give the position that I've given elsewhere about Africa, what it is, what is inside Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria is performing the government. The answer is no. The judges no. And I've pumped that information. They did come. And we have shown, we have put a plethora of evidence, information, documents. We have surrendered them to the court. It is up to the court to make a decision. It is up to the court to understand that if the Attorney General of Nigeria, Malami, at that time, was also a member or implicated in terrorism activity by Nigerian government, arrested this Attorney General who abducted Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and took him at night without the Kenya government knowing. It is sad, very sad. And this is the same Attorney General found to be culpable of conniving with terrorists to this level. So how can an Attorney General, Malami, be a terrorist at the same time also an Attorney General?
I wonder.
That is an gentleman. It is with that sadness that I want
the terrorists and Attorney General at the same time.
To see. And I will give you brick by brick, soil by soil, of what takes place, of things that the court will allow us to talk about. Because we can't talk about anything to do with, we can criticize the method, but the material that the court sees, that's the material, the method in which the intelligence was shared. And if the intelligence was wrong, then acquit. If the gloves don't fit, then acquit. Intelligence was wrong. You can't say if the intelligence was wrong, therefore the man is convicted. That is all the position today. Thank you very much. I wish all of you, all the people of Africa, all the people of Biafra across the world. I am not part of. Some of you are calling and are saying, oh, why do you represent this man? Some people are really
very, very stupid.
This guy, whether it's white or what, we lawyers, anybody who has studied law, any lawyer who has studied law. I have studied international law. I know what international law means on these courts. You can even defend the person who arrested your village. So it is sad that some people, our own people, the biggest problem of Biafra is you Biafra.
Imagine.
You have divided yourselves, and in these divisions, you are going to find no unity. If you don't find unity and unite, it will be difficult for you
Absolutely.
to get yourselves out of this country that was forcibly amalgamated in 1914. The North not work in the South. And I want to align President Trump. What are you doing about the Christians that have been killed back at home? The people that you are in prison are not there. But people have moved down, slaughtering Christians in the hundreds. What have you done? Deep service. Yet you have gone to Iraq, Iran, dismantled the systems. Soon refugees will start running out of Iran, coming to Europe, overcrowding the system. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we fight for. We make sure that human rights are observed by many, by countries, by the European Union. Whatever you want to do, you cannot do it without human rights. Human rights are our basis. Create peace, dialogue, harmony, consensus. Mine as a peace, our advocate award from Oxford University in conjunction with World Leaders Summit School of Examination. I am agreed that Finland is how do they connect? That's what I'm questioning. I'm not going to go into matters of evidence. What is there? I'm questioning how did you connect from whom? Mr. Malani will say, what so is he here to tell us why he gave us
Yes.
judge and then disappear? That is what I want to ask you today, and that's what we shall keep on asking and hammering. Otherwise, thank you very much. Let me look for one of the songs of Lucky Dube.
You see, what we have been saying is exactly what Dr. Masanga is saying.
Remember me.
The kind of division we have, you can imagine that some Biafrans are calling him
Remember me also.
to ask him why is he defending Mazi Simon Ekpa.
As you go along with so many of your things that you are doing, but you remember me.
It's so sad. It is so sad that some people, somebody who voluntarily on his own, on pro bono, trying everything to see that he stands for the rights of a fellow African. And what the fellow African brothers, his own fellow Biafrans, and mainly Igbo Biafrans, calling him, attacking him. Why is he defending Mazi Simon Ekpa? Why is he joining this group? Why is he joining that group? Why is he talking to this group? Why is he talking to that group? Instead of you to be happy and encourage him to do what he has to do. And look at me, he just said it, that if we don't deal with this division, if we don't deal with this hatred among us, it is going to be much more difficult than you can ever imagine. This is somebody, he's not a Biafran. He's not a Biafran. But look at him, he's in Finland today, making a case for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Most of the things he pointed here are very, very critical issues. He spoke about how the acclaimed wife of our eternal leader, Bianca, came with the interior minister to make a plan to hijack Mazi Simon Ekpa and take it to Nigeria. And they failed. Now the question is, how did they get the evidence they are using to judge Mazi Simon Ekpa today? Who is in that their court to defend the evidence they present? Nobody. Everything they present in the court today is hearsay. They concocted evidence gotten from people who know nothing about the issue of Nigeria and Biafra. How can you use such evidence against the people? How can you use such evidence to judge an innocent man? What crime has Mazi Simon Ekpa committed? Even if you look at from the way Mazi Simon was detained from the first place, how he was detained. From the detention, you can understand that there are so many things that did not add up. A lot of things did not add up. They detained Mazi Simon Ekpa even before they begin to shop for evidence. Mazi Simon Ekpa was held for so many months before they were able to come up with an evidence. And the evidence they say that who brought it? The same people that accused you, the same Nigerian people, they are the one that brought it. From where? How? How was that evidence scrutinized? How was it looked at? And which country are we talking about? Is it the same Nigeria? That we know that a credible court in Canada have said that all their political parties that are leading the country are terrorist organizations. And it is not just because a Canadian court said it. If you look at what is happening in Nigeria today, are you going to say that Nigeria is a safe country? It is not. A country today where the people that are completely in charge are the terrorists. A country that today terrorists are they are running rampage everywhere. A country where a lawmaker is sharing money. A lawmaker is sharing money with the terrorists. A lawmaker is sharing loot with the terrorists. How do you call that a country? And this thing was reported on national TV. The report was made on national TV that where somebody was reporting that a serving senator collect ransom, negotiate ransom for the terrorists, and then go back and share this ransom with the terrorists. How do you explain that? Can you please tell me, how do you explain that? And this same country is the country that gave Finland what they call evidence they are using against Simon Ekpa. How can that be acceptable in any law court? How can any responsible and reasonable person accept that in a law court? How can anybody accept that? How can anybody accept that? But that is what Finland accepted. That is what Finland is using to judge the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Simon Ekpa. And when you see them present these things, you begin to wonder. But I thank God that today there are many important personalities in the court. In Finland, the person that just spoke with you, Dr. Masanga, he's in Finland. He's in Finland. And he went to Finland because of the case of Simon Ekpa. With some other activists and human rights activists from different angles, from different corners. And some that came from the United States. You saw them yesterday, and today when I even play a video, here where you saw them. Those that came from the United States. And every one of them, we stay there to monitor what is happening in Finland court today. Just like I said yesterday, Finland has the opportunity to redeem themselves. But if they chose to continue in this path of destruction, so be it for them. So be it. But one thing is sure, they cannot stop Biafra. You can't stop the coming of Biafra. There's no way you can stop it. It does not matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you do it. You can never stop the actualization of Biafra. Because this is a project of Chuks. It is not your personal project. Neither is it my project. He that owns the project will make sure that it happens. He that owns the project will carry it out. Whether you like it or not, Biafra will be actualized. Whether you support or you support Biafra or you don't, Biafra will be actualized. And that is the truth. So all you are doing to try to delay the coming of Biafra, you cannot. Whatever you are trying to do to delay or to stop it, you cannot. You cannot. You can never stop the truth. Because Chuks, who started this mission by himself, will conclude it and finish it. Regardless what anybody thinks. Today in Finland, we are following up in their court. And whatever happens in the court today, we are going to bring it up and Biafrans will hear. The only thing is that we have to be patient, because this is not like in Nigeria where we get updated instantly, like in the case of Mazin Nandekan, where we have people, in this is a Finland court and they speak in Finnish. They speak in Finnish. Those who are in the court might not even know what is happening. You can't know until after the court, maybe somebody will interpret for you, then you begin to get a clue of what happened. You might sit in the court until the end of the court, you won't have a clue of what they are discussing, what they're saying. That is how it is. But I believe by the special grace of Chukwu,